Today is December 29th, 2021. This is Mordecai, host of the updates, bringing you your daily Elden Ring update. There is more magazine news about Elden Ring today. So yesterday I mentioned how someone had early access to the magazine and how they started posting pictures of it. We already went over the Godfrey questions, but a few hours later they ended up posting a picture of the full 2 pages, so let's go over it. The most important question here, in my opinion, is when Miyazaki is asked whether Elden Ring is influenced by Lord of the Rings, as the cursive script, showcased by the Holy Ground skill, resembles the elvish writing Tolkien devised. Miyazaki responded by saying that there is no direct link to the Lord of the Rings or any of Tolkien's work, and he cites the One Ring as an example, as it is a physical ring one can wear on their finger, whereas the Elden Ring is an abstract concept that symbolizes the rules and rhythm of the world. And this is something we've known since the very first interviews Miyazaki gave about the game back in the summer of 2019. He also further elaborates that in terms of actual language, there are several of these runic character or scriptures used by various factions and powers in the game. The one used by the Holy Ground spell apparently resembles that of the Two Fingers faction, which is a faction mentioned many times in item descriptions and by Melina as well, who tells you that finger maidens serve the Two Fingers as they offer guidance and aid to the Tarnished. We also know of another faction called the Three Fingers, as the Flame of Frenzy item description calls it an incantation from the maddening Three Fingers. Then there's also the Bloody Finger group, who we know Yura the Hunter belongs to. So a ton of groups there, and it seems like each of them have their own scripture and language based on what Miyazaki says. Another thing he was inquired about was the vertical span of the game, specifically areas mentioned in item description like the Eternal City and the Temple in the Sky. And he responded by saying that both of these places, referred to in terms of the depths and heights of the world, will actually be explorable in the game. The Eternal City is an area described in the Meteorite item description as a city now lost in ruin underground, and the item itself was used by a great white king with stone skin. The Temple in the Sky, on the other hand, is mentioned in the Ruin Fragment item description, as they are found in places where ruins have fallen from the sky. And I think this could be the area where we fight this lion boss, as you can see how it's destroyed with fragments floating in the sky, as it's possible some of them fell down into the world. So to recap, we have the Limgrave/Stormvale area, Raya Luceria, aka Burger King, the Snow area, the Temple in the Sky, the Eternal Underground City, and probably more. Can February just get here already? And speaking of, Miyazaki was asked about why the release date was pushed back to February, and he responded by saying that the level of freedom they wanted to achieve exceeded what they were initially planning for, and that they needed more time for debugging and QA, which are pretty mundane reasons. Finally, he was asked about the tentacle motifs across Godfrey's poleaxe, and he didn't really answer this question. He just said that Godfrey is a character with major presence in the story, and that he didn't want to say any more so as to not spoil anything, which, fair enough. So yeah, that about summarizes the intriguing parts of these pages. We've been exposed to about a third of the Elden Ring dedicated pages of the magazine so far, but we should be getting the full thing tomorrow, so I'll see you then for the rest of the breakdown. For now though, this has been your daily Elden Ring update for December 29th, 2021.